What's up, world? It's your boy True Story, hailing from Brooklyn, New York. I'm an artist slash rapper, and I'm here with YSYM. I've been rapping on wax officially since 2013. What inspired me? I mean, my borough. You know, I'm from New York, so that's a mecca of hip hop. So every kid want to rap in some type of form or fashion. Who inspired me? I would have to say, the NY greats, man. Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie. I don't want to be cliche, but that's literally who, so that's literally who inspired me. When it comes to the styles, just being able to relate to them, most of them came from Brooklyn, being Big and Jay, but Nas came from Queens. But when it comes to big, it's like to be a big dude and be able to like rhyme that fluent, because not a lot of skinny dudes could rhyme that fluent, like breath-wise. So when it comes to Biggie, I like his well-roundedness. Like he just could be able to spit with the best of them. Bone Thug. That's just what I idolize with Biggie. Jay, his wit, how we just come on the track, say the simplest things, but make it hit. I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman, so yeah, he's dope in that way. Nas, that's my boy right there. He could just talk about a story in a project hallways, and you would think and you would just see it, like NY State of Mind. Like that's one of my favorite songs. His vision is just, next level. That's my mission in the rap game is to bring the people NY sound, still with that old influence. But I was built on the bars. I like bars first. I'm from New York.
I knew this hustler from way back, used to deal white like Ajax. Hustled on the same block where all my fam would stay at, and all the guns got sprayed at until it wasn't nothing left. Homie was cooking up before I knew about a chef. Hunger for more, ain't living right cause he passed wrong. Man, what a life, cause homie ain't never last long. Always kept cash long, local hustler from round the way. I used to sit and watch him make 4-5 flips a day. Just a little nigga, he used to send me to the store. Youngin' on the come up, man, I couldn't have been but 5 or more. Ghetto Scarface, yeah, the one the kids love to adore. Innocent, fresh out the gate, so my mind stay was just poor. He used to preach words to the wise as I watched and idolized, staring in my idle eyes, mind focused on the prize. Then he got knocked, so for me I took it as a sign. Don't judge a book by its cover before you read through the lines. Less, always stressed, I'm just trying to get mine. Cats say that they dealing with, but they just nickel and dime. Most chicks, they body thick, so they thinking they fine. Can't judge a book by its cover before you read between the lines. More or less, always stressed, I'm just trying to get mine. Cats say that they dealing with, but they just nickel and dime. Most chicks, they body thick, so they thinking they fine. Can't judge a book by its cover.
Hip hop to me is like our own form to express ourselves. Coming from the ghetto, a lot of people don't have a voice. Hip hop changed a lot of lives. It's a way out. It's a means for resource when it comes to revenue. It's like our own black business. My subject matter is basically what I go through on a regular basis, what I experience, what I see, and relevant topics. So basically, like for instance, I speak on a lot, just black lives in general, what's going on, police brutality, struggle, just along those lines. So just relevant topics, yeah. When it comes to rap, period, right? Of course we're gonna speak where we live, that's facts. But this is an art form. So at the end of the day, yes, you're gonna talk about what other people is doing, what you've seen happen to others. Of course what happened to you too. But no one rapper just talks about himself. He talks about his influences, who he grew up under, who did wrong, who did right. You know what I'm saying? So you cannot be that interesting to just talk about yourself your whole career. So you're gonna have to throw in a mixture of, other things. People they just talk about the same thing from their first album. It's like, come on, it's 14 years later. You not you can still reflect on it from time to time, but talk about your rap has to elevate at some point. So it's like, if you still 14 years down the line, still talking about Shoot 'em Up, Bang Bang, it's like, how much have you grown? Yeah, my debut mixtape, self-titled. Yeah.
What's the name of the mixtape?
True Story.
Where can they find it?
Audio Mac, Dat Piff, and that's about it, yeah. Audio Mac and Dat Piff. Look at me, yeah. So basically, Look at Me is the first song off my debut mixtape. Before my debut mixtape, Solo,
I was in a rap duo group, Block Huggers. We released, a little mixtape, 8 tracks, short and sweet. So for the look at me, I was basically reintroducing myself. That's why you hear me say, allow me to reintroduce myself. I go by the name of True Story. But that, that was just like a, let loose, I'm free, I'm feeling myself, let's celebrate, turn up, well, But County of the Kings, that was just me representing where I'm from, NY. So yeah, that was just me and my man Maine, just spitting, going in, telling you where we from. The third verse, we actually do it like a little Styles P and Jadakiss back and forth, where we spit and break down the 5 boroughs and how, they get down. So yeah, that was just me being NY, That's the NY in me, man. I can't help it. Rikers, that was a nice little theme. Rikers have nothing to do with jail. When you think about it, you think Rikers Island. It was just a little theme I had that I ran with Rikers because I'm spitting so much bars. That's why in parentheses it had bars. So that's basically what it was. Me just going in there, probably spitting 40 or more bars and just letting loose. That's what that was. Every night. That was just, I'm 22, so I recently started going to the strip club. Red's my cousin. He took me to the strip club, here and there. So I like the experience. Lust strip club in Brooklyn. Yeah. I went there and I was just liking the whole vibe. So I never had a strip club song, so I just heard that beat. I was like, yo, I like this. And we just made that song up like that, me and my boy. Hard to Find. That's a nice one. That was with me and my partner from the rap duo, so.
What's the name?
Lucci. Yeah. So I actually made that song. I made the hook and laid my verse, and I just told him to lay his verse. That's how we used to do it. Like, he would make a song, and I'll just come on it. I make a song, he'd come on it. Or we just, make it together from scratch. So that was like my idea, like that one, that song. I decided to throw the girl behind it to add a little cadence to it, the harmonizing. But that hook was like a deep hook. Like, it's not the words itself, just the meaning. Like, a nigga need food on the plate, been up since 8, I'm out here on my grind. Like, the average Joe can relate to that, like going to work. They don't gotta be like, a drug dealer. Read between the lines. That was a personal one. The first verse. Basically, the first verse, the video that's out now on WorldStar is based on like a true story, on my true story. So it's like, I wrote it from a third person standpoint, but I never told anybody this. It's actually about my uncle. You understand? So my uncle was the drug dealer. And read between the lines, it's a whole meaning behind it. Basically, it's common sense, The video shows a little kid, which is me, seeing the neighborhood drug dealer do what he do. But in real life, it happened to be my uncle. You understand what I'm saying? So, he's a little kid, he's impressionable. He see the life, the cars, the chains, the money, he want to do it. My uncle gets locked. Sense kick in. Oh, it's not glitz and glam, the grass ain't greener. You know what I mean? So the second verse, that was just like a regular, in general, as we were saying, I ran up on a girl. Everybody backed the girl in the street before. Yo, what's up? You thinking she the baddest girl in the block? Well, around the way. But in the video, she was getting evicted. She had 2 kids. So basically, read between the lines in a nutshell is basically, on the outside, things may look good. You might have this, oh, he doing good. He got a car. On the inside, he probably can't even pay for that car. So it's not, life is not always green on the, grass on, always green on the other side, basically. Who was just a party track, I got together with my boy Montana Sparks. He's also VM Nation. That's my management team. I got together with him and just made a little party track to, vibe out. And, that was my first single off my debut mixtape. Yeah, that was just a feel-good track, party life. Everybody could. Because my first single, I like to always try to make it like an easy-going, everybody could vibe out to it. I don't like to make it a certain theme, like a street song because not everybody could vibe to that. So it's like, and then the Who, it had a meaning like, I was the new kid on the block. So it's like, who that new, who, like who is that? It's me, true story. So that's basically like what that was. That's a lot of people's favorite right there. I'm not gonna lie to you, like that's probably one of my, if not my best song. Like, you know, Mastermind is a mastermind and mastermind. That's like some nonsense. So I wrote, you know, like one of my best bars because I knew what they was gonna come with. They end up, you know, doing their own thing with the project. The song didn't make the cut, so I kept the song. You know, me being a real dude, I pulled them back in on the feature. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what? Y'all come and see what y'all missed. And when we put it together, the song was so like, I was so into the song that when Tone, because all right, it's Surf and Tone. Surf is on the hook, and Tone is on the verse, the second verse. I told him, make sure you reference this line. A mastermind is a mastermind that masterminds, because that's like the base of the song. You know, yeah, like the core of the song. So reference that line. I don't care what you do, just reference that line. So when he referenced that line, you gotta hear the song to like really, you know what I'm talking about. But it came together crazy. Like Deja Vu, that's like the most personal track on the mixtape. That's the next true story. Like my friend, that's about my friend. He's wrongfully convicted of a murder. You know what I mean? So Deja Vu was basically me being in a situation like that again. So, you know, in the song, I basically like go through what happened that night, leading up to him getting arrested. You know, he's doing like what 18 years behind that. Yeah. So, you know, the song is deep. The song is deep, and it's like a whole internal thing with that. So, you know, like, but yeah, that's like one of the most personal songs on.
Mastermind is a mastermind that masters minds, grand architect, property trying to equate with sound. Throw a point up in the wish you well, I wish you well. Time's running out, man. You best to say you farewell. Streets filled with false hopes, nigga. I got faith for sale. Bars move niggas like 7.0s on Richter scale. But let me take time, relax up in my leisure, just to shake things up. So like the seizure, forgetting all I ever knew, convenient amnesia. They say they want the whole thing, I snip it though like a teaser. Call me Caesar, deaf to all my adversaries. I'm like a teacher. Excellent vocabulary, if you're a believer, nothing is imaginary. I spit fever, my style is a sanitary. A mastermind is a mastermind that masterminds. That's game to be smoked daily, just to pass the time. Leader of the new school, the way a nigga bust the rhyme is like I only like bad bitches. The way I'm crushing down. I'm not a author, I'm an illustrator. That means I don't write no more. You get the picture later. Hater, I'm at the top like a numerator. It's yours truly, the one and only originator. Mastermind is a mastermind that masters minds. I don't know about y'all, but a nigga like me mastermind. Mastermind